Samsung finally perfect the foldable phone. That's the big question as leaks about the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Galaxy Z Flip 7 start to appear. Now that the Galaxy S25 has been released, Samsung fans are turning their attention to what's next. If the latest rumors are true, Samsung could be bringing some of the biggest improvements yet to its foldable lineup. One of the most exciting updates is the display. The crease on foldable screens has always been a major concern, but Samsung might have found a way to nearly eliminate it on the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Reports suggest that the crease will be almost gone, meaning users will barely notice it during daily use. While it might still be slightly visible under certain lighting, this could be the biggest step forward in foldable display technology. If Samsung pulls this off, it could set a new standard for foldable smartphones. However, one thing that might not change is screen brightness. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 and the Galaxy Z Flip 7 are both rumored to feature peak brightness levels of 2,600 nits, which is the same as previous models. While that's still one of the brightest displays available, some users were hoping for an upgrade. But Samsung seems to be focusing on other aspects of the user experience instead. One of these improvements could be in audio quality. According to reports, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 will have better loudspeakers, delivering clearer and more immersive sound. Performance-wise, Samsung is making sure these foldable phones are more powerful than ever. Both the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Galaxy Z Flip 7 are expected to come with 12 GB of RAM as standard. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 will likely offer storage options of 256 GB and 512 GB, while the Galaxy Z Fold 7 could go up to 1 TB. As for processors, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 could use the Exynos 2500 chip, while the Galaxy Z Fold 7 might be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy chip. These upgrades mean faster performance, better multitasking, and an overall smoother experience. Durability is another key area of improvement. Samsung is reportedly introducing a more refined hinge design, making the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Galaxy Z Flip 7 even more durable. A smoother hinge will not only improve the feel of opening and closing the device, but also make it more resistant to wear over time. However, one area that might not see much improvement is battery capacity. According to leaks, neither phone will get a bigger battery, which might be disappointing for users who are hoping for longer battery life. But there is some good news. Samsung could be increasing charging speeds. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 might support 45-watt fast charging, meaning you'll be able to power up your device more quickly. Both models are also rumored to have larger vapor chamber cooling systems, which would help keep temperatures lower during intensive tasks like gaming or video editing. When it comes to cameras, Samsung might be making a big change. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is rumored to feature a 200-megapixel primary camera, a significant upgrade from previous models. The other cameras are expected to have the same specifications as last year. Is Google finally delivering the ultimate battery upgrade for its budget-friendly Pixel lineup? The upcoming Pixel 9a is rumored to launch on March 19, with sales beginning on March 26. It is expected to stick to the winning formula of previous models, offering great value with a refined design, the latest Tensor chipset, and an improved overall experience. But the biggest question remains, how much better will the battery life be? Leaks suggest that the Pixel 9a will feature a massive 5,100 mAh battery. This is a huge step up from the Pixel 7a and Pixel 8a, which have batteries of 4,385 mAh and 4,492 mAh respectively. Even the standard Pixel 9 has a smaller 4,700 mAh battery. The only current generation Pixel with a similar capacity is the Pixel 9 Pro XL, which comes with a 5,060 mAh battery. If these rumors are accurate, the Pixel 9a might set a new benchmark for battery life in Google's lineup. What makes this potential upgrade even more exciting is the possibility of new battery technology. In recent years, phone manufacturers like OnePlus, Vivo, and Honor have adopted lithium silicon battery technology, which allows for greater energy density without increasing the size. If Google is experimenting with similar advancements, the Pixel 9a could achieve longer battery life without making the phone significantly thicker or heavier. While it's not confirmed whether Google will use this technology, the possibility alone makes the Pixel 9a even more interesting. Battery life, however, is influenced by more than just battery size. The efficiency of the processor also plays a crucial role. The Pixel 9a is expected to come with Google's latest Tensor G4 chipset, which could bring improved power management. If the chipset optimizes battery usage well, the Pixel 9a could last even longer on a single charge. This combination of a larger battery and a more efficient processor could give users an all-day experience without worrying about running out of power. But while the battery capacity is getting a major boost, charging speeds might remain unchanged. Reports suggest that the Pixel 9a will retain the same 18-watt wired charging and 7.5-watt wireless charging as previous models. For a phone with a 5,100 mAh battery, that means a full charge could take close to 2 hours. For comparison, the Pixel 8, it takes approximately 1 hour and 46 minutes to charge fully, while the Pixel 7 requires about 2 hours. Faster charging speeds would have been a welcome upgrade, especially considering that many competitors now offer significantly higher charging rates. However, Google seems to be sticking with its standard charging speeds for the Pixel 9a. Despite the slow charging, the real highlight is the potential for extended battery life. A larger battery means fewer worries about needing a charger throughout the day. If Google optimizes the software well, the Pixel 9a could outperform other phones in its category when it comes to endurance. This makes it an attractive option for those who prioritize battery longevity over fast charging.
What would you do if the cost of your iPhone, Apple Watch, or iPad suddenly went up? Well, that might soon be a reality for many people in the United States. Starting tomorrow, February 1st, Apple could be forced to raise its prices on a range of products, including iPhones, iPads, Apple Watches, and other tech devices. This could impact millions of people who rely on these gadgets. But what's causing this potential price hike? Let's break it down. Our report released today reveals that President Donald Trump is about to announce a major shift in U.S. trade policy. Starting tomorrow, a 25% tariff will be imposed on imports from Canada and Mexico, and a 10% tariff will hit Chinese imports. A tariff is essentially a tax on products that come into the country. This tax isn't paid by the countries exporting the goods, but by the companies bringing those goods into the U.S. The companies importing these products can either eat the extra cost, which means their profits will shrink, or they can raise the price of their products. In the case of Apple, it seems that raising prices is the most likely option. So what does this mean for consumers? If Apple increases its prices due to the new tariffs, U.S. customers will have to pay more for their favorite tech devices. For example, the next iPhone could be more expensive, as well as products like the iPad or Apple Watch. But it's not just Apple that will feel the effects. Other tech companies that rely on imports from China will be impacted too. But let's focus on Apple for a moment, since it's one of the biggest companies affected by this change. The tariffs will take effect on February 1st, and as of now, there's no clear word on whether certain products or companies might be exempt from these tariffs. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirmed that more details will be shared tomorrow. According to her, these tariffs are part of fulfilling a promise made by President Trump regarding the protection of American interests. Now, you might be wondering, how does this affect countries like China, Canada, and Mexico? It's important to note that the countries being hit with these tariffs do not directly pay them. Instead, the cost gets passed on to U.S. consumers. So while China, Canada, and Mexico might face some pressure from these new tariffs, it's the U.S. buyers who will end up paying more for goods coming from these countries. This is especially important in the tech industry, where Apple and other companies depend on overseas manufacturing, particularly in China. If U.S. consumers decide they're not willing to pay the higher prices for products made in China, they might start looking for alternatives from other countries that aren't subject to these tariffs. This could put even more pressure on businesses in China, Mexico, and Canada as people turn to products from other places that remain unaffected by these tariffs. But let's get back to Apple for a second. In the past, Apple was able to avoid the tariffs that were proposed during Trump's first term. CEO Tim Cook worked hard to convince the president that imposing tariffs on iPhones would hurt Apple, a major American company, by making its products more expensive and less competitive compared to rivals like Samsung, which manufactures its phones in South Korea. Thanks to Cook's efforts, Apple avoided tariffs on iPhones during Trump's first term. However, things might not be the same this time around. Even though Cook has met with Trump several times since the 2024 election and personally donated $1 million for Trump's inauguration, it's unclear whether Trump will keep the same stance this time.